The damage in this raid is actually pretty acceptable. Hey everyone, Derpy here, welcome back to another Battle Pirates video. Today I'm running through the level 102 target in the August raid Unopposed. The fleet I'm using, which I will show you the build of at the end by the way, so stay around for that, is an X1 fleet. It is the same exact path with the U0 fleet. You'll of course take more damage, but all the tips and tricks I'm going to share with you will be the same. I'm also using a steelheads, which you can see. If you don't want to use that, just increase the damage by 50% or 15%, that's all you have to do. Now, a few things we're going to be doing in this target is number one, engaging one ship at a time. Number two, when I am engaging a ship, especially the big ones that do damage, make sure you debuff it with a flagship weapon, which is available at all upgrade levels. It's built in. Number three, try and kite the ship, stay at max range, and stay moving. This helps a lot against the dumbfire splash. Then the last one is try and use your built-in weapons to spin around, especially if you are not at X1 or have lower damage overall, like you're using the regular weapons or something else. What you just noticed is I took down a few different ships here, which is great, and I took down that big first one. Now, when I'm engaging this next one, I point my flagship built-in weapon at it, which reduces its reload, which is fantastic. Get close to it, then spin around, doing some damage to it. Notice that I try and stay moving again to reduce the damage I take from the dumbfire weapons. Against these riots, it's really important, especially if you have low projectile speed, to use this built-in weapon. It does have a little bit of a reload, so it does take some time. If you just shot at something, wait a few seconds before you shoot something else to make sure it's up. Also, notice I keep spinning around, not just moving in a straight line, to try and get at least sections 1, 2, 3, hopefully 4 of my special weapons, built-in weapons on the regular ships, in range of a few of these things. Next, right here, debuff it, reduce its speed, get close, and kill it. If you have trouble killing those things and you have low projectile speed, using things such as running them into the land tiles or getting close to them should help in that case. That's one of the times where the tips I gave you about max range does not help. If you are engaging a ship and you don't actually have the reload debuff on it, which I'm just doing now with 2 different ships, that's fine. You'll just take a little bit more damage. But if you're on the fence between 25 minutes repair, instant base repair or not, using this trick can be very, very helpful. Now, you can also auto this target, and I do actually auto it pretty much every single time. I take roughly 12-13 minutes on auto compared to about 10 driving or 7 driving if I'm pretty lucky. Let's go ahead and check the damage, the battle report, and the build. Generally speaking, I complete this target in about 2 minutes. I did go a little bit more slowly now, so you could see a few things that I was working through. Overall, I like it, even though it is a little bit simple. Damage taken is just about even concussive and explosive, which is fine. On the battle report screen, you can see how much damage, what proportion of it is the built-in weapon explosive versus the regular equipped concussive. If you want to know how useful you are at using your built-in weapons, take a look at the percentage. 50% generally is pretty good. If you have less than that, you're probably on auto or not really using those too well. Total damage here is 10 minutes and 20 seconds, which is ridiculously low, but I'm also completely X1. Doing this with my U0 fleet, I get closer to half an hour of damage, which I can probably get down to 25 minutes in base. Now, this raid is probably a little bit easier because we just had a lot of people building lionfish, which meant they weren't doing harbinger upgrades. I did have a few things that helped me get up to all X1, including having the flagship U3 by the first raid. Alright, well that's the build I have right here, and that's pretty much everything that I do have for you. I'll be coming out with a video on 103 shortly, so make sure to subscribe to my channel to see all future Battle Pirates videos. With that, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you to everyone whose name appears on screen now, and as always, this is Derpy, signing out, helping you be a better pirate.